yogis. So this is a video for anybody who we figured out has a bit of a Kapha imbalance or a tendency towards the Kapha dosha. So Kaphas tend to lean towards feelings of heaviness, fatigue, more in the lethargic sense. So this will be a sequence to bring some prana, some energy into the heart space, opening up through the chest and bring in some energy into the body. So bring in some feelings of lightness and ease back into the Kapha body. So we'll work through a short asana sequence and then move into some pranayama and meditation. The only props that you may need is something to prop your sit bones up in meditation. So maybe a bolster or a cushion or maybe a blanket, anything that you usually use for meditation. Okay, so I'll see you on the mat. Okay, so let's start in a seated position, so either kneeling or in a cross-legged position. And we'll take both hands by the sides. And then on an inhale, taking the right fingertips overhead. And then exhaling, reaching over towards the left side, opening up through the right side body. On your exhale, really rooting down through the right sit bone. And then inhaling, coming back through center, lifting up with the left fingertips. Exhaling over to the right side, opening up through the left side body. Keep rooting down with that left sit bone. Inhaling back to center. Right arm lifts, reaching over to the left side. Feeling the ribs fanning open. Whole side of the body opening up. Exhaling, reaching down with the right fingertips, up with the left, and over to the right side. Bringing some energy into the body. And then bringing both hands by your sides and coming over onto a tabletop position. So wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, and we'll just work through some cat-cows, just opening up, bringing some energy into the spine. So on your inhale, dropping the belly, gazing up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone rounding through the spine and gazing back towards the belly button. Inhaling, belly drops. Exhaling to round. 2 more like this, using your own breath. Starting to synchronize breath with movement. Nice, smooth, steady breath. Guiding you into nice, smooth, steady movement. Feeling that expansion through the chest as you open up. And then expanding through the spine as you round. After your next exhale, sending the hips towards the heels, forehead to the floor, coming into child's pose. Inhaling, tabletop. Exhaling, tucking the toes, sending the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Breathing here for 1 breath. You can keep a nice generous bend into the knees, keeping a nice straight spine. Hips reaching up towards the ceiling as you push the floor away with your hands. On your next inhale, coming back through tabletop. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Walking the hands back towards the feet, coming into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to the hips, inhaling to rise all the way up to standing. Exhaling to Tadasana, hands by the sides. So just bringing some dynamic, fluid movement, inviting the body to start to open up. Okay, inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, taking the arms by the sides and tucking the chin under as you take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, and then inhaling, opening up through the chest as you reach the fists down towards the earth. Exhaling, folding forward, keeping the hands interlaced, keeping a nice, generous bend into the knees. Taking the hands to the sacrum and then inhaling, arms overhead, so biceps by the ears as you send the sit bones down towards the earth and come into a chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight is into the heels of the feet, and then exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, sweeping the arms overhead, straight legs, Exhaling, hands through heart center, Samastiti. Taking one more like this. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, arms drop behind the back, tucking the chin under to protect the spine. Inhaling, opening up through the chest. Hands drop down towards the earth. Exhaling, folding forward. Taking the hands overhead if that feels okay for the shoulders. And then dropping the hands down through the sacrum, sweeping the fingertips with the floor as you bring the bicep towards the ears and sink the sit bones down towards the earth, chair pose. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, sweeping the arms overhead. And exhaling, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Perfect. From here, let's step to the front of the mat. And we'll work through some sun salutations. So inhaling, arms overhead. You can take a slight back bend here if that feels comfortable for the back. So pressing forward with the hips and pressing backwards with the arms so that you're just opening up through the chest, not dumping into the lower spine. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, coming halfway up. So either fingertips coming towards the earth or sweeping the hands up towards the chin, straight spine, gazing down towards the mat. Exhaling, planting the hands, stepping back into plank pose. Option is always there to drop the knees to the floor. Inhaling here, strong through the midline. And then exhaling, either dropping the knees, or if it's in your practice, coming down through chaturanga, keeping the elbows in close to the body as you lower down halfway or all the way down to the mat. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, sending the hips up towards the sky, rolling over the feet as you come into downward facing dog. Breathing here. With each inhale, can you find more length through the spine? And with each exhale, can you invite the heels a little bit deeper down towards the floor? One more full round of breath here. At the end of your next exhale, hop, skip, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, straight legs. Exhaling, hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway, arms overhead even. Exhale, folding, diving forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Moving with the breath. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping back, plank pose. Breathing here. Exhale to lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Inhaling. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Option is always there to come into tabletop or child's pose, listening to your body. From here, taking the left foot so that it's at the center of the mat, and then inhaling, reaching up with the right toes, so coming into three-legged dog. Exhaling, stepping the right foot between the hands. Finding your balance here, and then windmilling the arms open and pivoting the back foot so that it's parallel with the back of the mat, coming into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing over that front middle finger. Taking a nice deep bend into the front leg, but making sure that the knee isn't tracking over the front big toe. Breathing here, and then flipping the front palm over as you inhale, reaching up with the right fingertips and taking the left fingertips to the back of the left thigh as you come into a reverse warrior. Keep bending deeply into that front leg so that you can open up through the right side body. Exhaling, right elbow comes to the right knee as you reach overhead with the left fingertips. Opening up through the left side body. Inhale to come back through warrior two. Flipping the palm, reaching up with the right hand, coming back into your reversed warrior. Breathing in here. Exhaling, right elbow, right knee, reaching overhead with the left. Nice smooth movements. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, windmilling the hands to frame the front foot, stepping back, downward facing dog. Breathing here, coming back to the breath. Okay, from here, taking the right foot to the center of the mat as you reach up with the left toes coming into a three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping the left foot between the hands, finding your balance. And then inhaling, reaching the arms, windmilling them, left hand forward, right hand back, pivoting the right foot so that it's parallel with the back of the mat, coming into your warrior two. Left leg forward. Organizing your physical shape, so pushing back into the knife edge of the right foot. Nice deep bend into the left leg. And then flipping the front palm forward as you reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Right hand lands on the back of the right thigh. Opening up through the left side body. Keep pushing forward into the left knee. And then exhaling, left elbow comes to the left knee. As you reach overhead with the right fingertips, opening into the right side body. Keep tucking under with the pelvis. Nice straight line of energy through the crown of the head. Inhaling to come through warrior two as you reach back into your reversed warrior. Exhale, left elbow, left leg, reaching over with the right fingertips. Nice smooth transitions. And then inhaling back to warrior two. Exhaling, windmilling the hands, framing the front foot, stepping back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. On your next inhale, dropping the knees down towards the floor, coming into a tabletop. And then from here, we're going to set up for a melting heart pose. So option to take a bolster or a cushion here if this feels like too much opening through the chest. So I'll show you without first. So coming into a tabletop position, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and then slowly starting to walk or slide the hands forward so that the heart, the chest comes to land onto the mat, chin to the floor. I'm not going to come all the way down because I've got the mic on my chest. And then just relaxing down here. Option to take the bolster. So setting up, bringing the hands in front of the bolster and then starting to walk them down here so that the chest comes down onto the bolster. The chin can come just forward of the bolster or the cushion, whatever props you've got lying around in the house, maybe a rolled up blanket. And then just allowing the chest to sink down, relaxing into the shape. Just enjoying this expansion into the front of the body. Nice, smooth, steady breaths. Noticing if you're holding on to any unnecessary tension anywhere, any unnecessary efforts. One more full round of breath here. And then slowly starting to walk the hands back, unraveling yourself out of the pose, and just coming into a child's pose here. And just re-extending the spine muscles. One full round of breath here. And then walking the hands back towards the knees. And we'll come to set up for a little final Shavasana here. So coming to lie down on your backs, gathering any extra layers, any props that you like here. So maybe taking a bolster, a cushion underneath the legs just to support the lower back. Gathering as many warm, cozy layers as you need and coming to relax. And once you arrive in your Shavasana, just taking some nice deep breaths. allowing yourself to receive this rest. And imagining that the body is full of light, full of all of these expansive healing energies. And just resting in the knowing that you have all of these energies, everything that you need, all here inside of you. Releasing all need to do or be anywhere else. Starting to take some nice deep breaths again here, bringing your awareness back to the breath. Starting to bring some movement back into the body, maybe wriggling the toes, the fingers, maybe taking the arms overhead, taking a nice full body stretch. And then when you're ready, you can roll over onto your preferred side. Taking a moment here to integrate, allowing yourself this space in between your asana practice as you move into your pranayama, your breathwork and meditation. When you're ready, you can start to push yourself up to seated. Maybe gathering a prop here, a blanket, a cushion, a bolster, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just making sure that the hip creases are slightly higher than the knees, just to allow your spine to extend. We'll work through a pranayama today called Surya Bedana. So Surya means sun, so this is quite a dynamic, energizing breath. So this can be used anytime that you feel like you need to invite a bit more energy into your day. So taking the thumb to the right nostril and the index finger to the left nostril, and we're going to inhale through the left and exhale through the right. So we'll move through this breath quite quickly. So just moving the thumb and the index finger between the nostrils. So I'll show you a couple of rounds just to show you how it looks, and then we'll move into the practice. Okay, so we'll inhale left, exhale right. So just like that, okay? So taking your hands to the nose, and we'll begin by taking an inhale and an exhale in and out through both nostrils. So inhaling, exhaling. And then we'll begin. And releasing the breath, coming back to your natural rhythm, allowing the hands to come back down to the lap. Just Just taking a few natural breaths here, noticing how you're feeling. It's quite natural to feel a little bit lightheaded here. And then taking the hands back to the nose, and we'll take one more round here. So inhaling through both nostrils, exhaling both. And begin your round in your own time. And releasing the hands back down to the knees when you're ready. Coming back to the natural rhythm of breath. Noticing how you're feeling the expansive energy circulating throughout your body. Body is full of prana, full of energy. And now, bringing your attention to a specific emotion or feeling that might have been holding you back recently. So anything that you'd like to transform. So in terms of Kapha, maybe that's feelings of stagnation or heaviness. And maybe you'd like to transform these into feelings of expansiveness or lightness. So whatever it is, allow that emotion, that feeling to drop into the navel center. And then on an inhale, we're going to send it up into the heart space. Pausing at the end of the inhale, and then imagine all of these feelings, these emotions transforming into a bright white light, filling the entire chest. And then as you exhale, sending this bright white light up through the crown of the head and out into the universe, transforming all of these feelings of stagnation or heaviness. Whatever it is that you chose to transform, imagine them transforming here. Awareness comes back to the navel, back to these feelings, these negative emotions. And as you inhale, taking them up to the heart space, holding the breath at the top of the inhale, and see this bright white light expanding into the chest. And then as you exhale, feel this bright white light sending all of these feelings, these emotions out through the crown of the head and transforming them into their positive opposites. Taking your attention back to the navel center and taking this around 3 more times, 3 more full rounds. And really having this intention of transformation. After your next full round, releasing that visualization and just allowing your awareness to pause at the heart space. Imagining the heart space is full of this bright white light, this transformative energy, expansive spaciousness. Allowing your awareness to softly linger here for a moment. Please feel free to stay here for as long as you wish. And just enjoying these feelings of lightness expansion throughout the body, throughout the mind. Thank you for practicing with me today.